And then, like, I'm such a guy, like, this is such a, like, off thing, but it's like, man, I've been blowing my own bag. I done bought 5 lighters, and I done lost all of them, so now I just rolled up this damn deck, though, for me to have, once I get off of work, for me to still have to drive to a damn gas station to grab a lighter. And lighters, big bougie is now B. You can't spell bougie without B. You can't spell big without B. I don't know where I was going with that, but it's like, this shit crazy. Big lighters out here. Some places really try to run you that shit for $4. To the point where you gotta really be like, damn, nigga, I'm gonna wait till I go to CVS or something to get the 5-packs for like $7. Cause, nigga, I gotta save. Like, think about that. We at a time right now where it's like, damn, nigga, I should be a little bit, like, financially, aware. Let me get the 5-pack of lighters versus copping 3 quick lighters. Because it's gonna be $4, $8, $12. And that's crazy. That's crazy. So that was, like, all my long-winded, like, yeah. Like, it's a wrap for this. Again, I say it because, again, like, I appreciate all the niggas that work. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate niggas who got them 9-to-5s, them swing shifts, them overnight, And I'm not saying that every person who does these jobs or anything like that likes it or XYZ, but it's just like, it just really ain't for me. It just isn't. I just know I'm destined for other things. It's just all about, like, how do I apply that shit? And that's just what the nigga been working on. Because I be seeing enough to know that, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't been nothing for me to have videos that go for 50,000 views. Short content. Short formatted content that gets thousands of views. You know what I'm saying? Building pages when I actually work towards it. Excuse me. So it's just all about, like, just turning it up a notch, bruh. Just gotta turn it up a notch. But, like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's a iffy thing to be, like, kind of like essentially stomaching when you feel like you're trying to figure out. It's like a weird feeling to the stomach when it feels like you're in the phase of, like, understanding it and you're getting it and you're moving somewhere, but you still haven't found, like, your way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of get, like, okay, this is what it takes to grow and da-da-da-da, but it's like, what is my way? How do I still stay and remain true to myself, stay within my niche, and, and not cop out, because that's the biggest thing too. Like, I refuse to do or be in a situation where, like, I feel like I'm copping out to get the success of monetization or the success of getting my views up. Like, there's nothing I'm gonna cop out that goes, like, against what I'm feeling, because it's easy to cop out. What I could tell anybody, right? Like, if anybody want to make content, like, you just don't give a damn, like, if you're all in it for the money, it's really not that hard. It actually isn't hard at all if you're just willing to be a cop out. If you're willing to just sell out completely, all you gotta do is just be edgy, be a little fruity, and try not to step on people's toes, and just dick ride, and you'll be good. So, if you want to get millions of dollars due to the internet, there you go. I just told you. The video's already reaching the 24-minute mark. You know what I'm saying? I came in here to be my little lunch. That's another crazy thing, too. I'm not even going to say, like, I'm not trying to complain for it. I really don't care. But it's like, job's just so crazy, man. I'm over here sitting, chopping it up with my supervisor. I'm like, okay, how does lunch go? And they're telling me, like, how lunch goes on, like, my swing shift days, because those are counted as time up from X, Y to Z is 8 8 hours and 30 minutes, so that's why I get a 30-minute lunch. But on my overnight shifts, in theory, I don't get a lunch because it's just one whole 8 hours. What? The overnight shift is the hardest shift to get through. Why would I not have a lunch? But I'm not saying they're saying I can't have lunch, but it's just like the fact that it's even set up and programmed that way is just like, what? That's kind of crazy. And there's just a ton of things that just add up into why it's just like, this ain't it for me no more, you know what I'm saying? I'm down to be on some like FDB, whatever, Pac-Man shit. Like, I'll blow up with my content, make my money like that, and I could still work like a part-time. I still go fuck with, the human beings. Especially because, like, I feel like that's good, too, to stay humble, you know what I'm saying? But full-time got me not under their thumb, but, everybody's feeling that way. Everybody out here know that, you're working a job. A ton of people out here working a job where it's like, I really don't want to work this job. I really do want to call off today. I really don't want to pull up. I really don't want to do XYZ, but shoot, these bills gotta get paid. I wanna feed my dog. I wanna take my girl out. I wanna be able to have a little bit of fun. So you either play the rat race or you know what I'm saying, you become like a little hippie hobo and you just rock out that way, which is, to each its own. I don't blame people who like that. There's some people a lot of people don't realize that there's some people who live like that. It's not all these people who are just homeless and it's just, a sad story. Like, some of them just were like, yeah, this shit is crazy. Like, this the way the world works is bogus. I'm done. And shit, I would damn near argue like, bruh, it's like almost like, damn, it really ain't that bad of an idea. It really ain't that bad of an idea, especially if you got if you just legit, if you plotted it out and schemed it, you can go to like just one of the best shelters you can get to around in XYZ, and you can legit just always be able to eat enough to keep yourself sustained, go to sleep with at least a roof over your head. And I mean, shoot, when you're really complacent with life and which a lot of them turn to drugs, that's all you need. During the day, I go out, wander around, find a way to get a couple bucks so I can do my drugs. I got a place that's going to feed me, give me maybe a snack or two, some fruits, give me some decent nutrition. All I got to do is throughout the day drink some water, and then I can go back here and try not to miss the dinner so I can get me a little dinner, or at least grab it and hold on to it and I can eat it later. And then I got a roof over my head to go to sleep. Repeat. And that just all stems from like what you want to do. And I'm just sitting here like what I want to do. I just don't want to do this shit no more. I'm gonna do this shit right now because you know what I'm saying. Like I said, there's things I do. There's other things I want to do, and to get to those things, I got to do these things. But as I phase into the next life, I just keep harping on something I've always realized and told myself is that, you know what I'm saying, if you want something you never had before, you gotta do something you never did before. And it's just cut like that, dry as fuck. To keep getting to the next point of some shit that you never had before, you legit have to do things you never did before. You have to start taking on, who is that human being that makes millions of dollars? The version of me that makes millions of dollars, makes the center for the kids, makes all these good videos to help people's minds, to help build relationships between just men and women again, the elderly and the youth, just cutting out division. For me to get to that person, there's tons of things that person does that what I do currently right now, they're just not going to be able to do to be achieving those things. So it's like I just got to keep cutting them things out, man. You got to just keep cutting that shit out. keep cutting it down, keep sculpting yourself to where it's just like eventually you become that person. You act as that person no matter what your situation is. And sooner than later, the internal perspective you have of yourself and character and morals that you hold yourself to will have no choice but to project itself outwardly. You know what I'm saying? And it's really that simple, no matter what anybody wants to say, you know. Some of the happiest people are happy because they're so happy internally that the world has no choice but the outside to respect that and go along with that energy. Because energy cannot be destroyed. It's only transformed. So whatever you push out into life has no choice but to come back to you. It has no choice. Hang on, sorry. Whatever energy you push out has no choice but to come out as to what it is. You're pushing peace, you're pushing growth, positivity, all of that. Your life, it'll just spawn in front of you. It'll just start developing in front of you when you really mean it. Of course there's setbacks, of course there's bad times, of course there's but that's all just to test if it's a facade. It's easy for 3 days to act positive. It's easy to fake it till you make it. But when an actual situation happens, something that comes into your life, whatever it could be, and you have to actually sit there and look yourself in the face or just hold yourself accountable in a moment of sadness, anger, anxiety, or any of those things, stress, uncertain of the future. In those moments, it's when you have to sit there and still stick to the ideology of it can always be worse. I can still get this. I can still keep running. I can still be strong. I can still keep going. This is my life. I'm feeling pain. I don't have to suffer. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. Thanks for watching.